Hi, this is a foreigner in the Philippines, looking at giving you an update on how our Kia Bongo has fared on our now infamous path up to the house. Well, we were doing quite well until we encountered the really rotted out ascension part that I think of. Our path up to our house is a little bit like a lock system. The altitude is changing, but it changes in steps. So you go along very, very gently inclined, slightly up or slightly down, and it's not too extreme. And then you encounter what I call the lock. And that is the point at which you have to really change the altitude that you're traveling at. So you're climbing stairs. So you go along quite level, and then you have to climb the stairs. You have to go into the lock system, and you have to get raised to the next level, whatever that takes. And there are several of these difficult lock or stairs that have to be climbed, and they're the ones that provide us with the adrenaline rush. So how did the Kia Bongo do? Well, the first time we had that issue where we hadn't allowed for something that we should have known better and didn't. Well, we don't know everything, especially about Kia Bongos. Once we got that sorted out on what was a fully engaged 4x4 four-wheel drive, then we were fine, and it did really, really well in the dry. Now, the problem was that while we were away yesterday, we were away all day from the house, and during that time the god of rain decided to pay us a visit, really big time, and dumped a load of rain down on our hill. Absolutely inches and inches and inches of rain were dumped on the hill all the way up on the path, and so we had real difficulty getting up that same rutted out place that I just mentioned. Very difficult, and didn't think that we were going to make it, but actually we did manage that. Now, once you get to the point in our path where the road has been made by us, then it really can get difficult because it hasn't been hard packed by years of traffic. So we managed to get over that too. But then once we started up what we call the tunnel, which is an S-bend, it's like a double S-bend. It goes like this, like that, and then back the other way, like that. So it really does S quite a few times, which means that you can't do what we would advise to do in one comment today. Pull back, rev up, take a run at it and hit it at high speed. You just can't do that, because as soon as you get off the bridge, it curves around to the right. So you can't be doing anything like high speed, because you'll go straight into the wall, because it's gouged deeply out of the hill in order to get us up that hill. So we were not able to do that, and it's a matter of going up pretty steady, and that didn't work either, and we got bogged down, had to leave it and walk up the rest of the way, and even walking up was bad. Just a little aside here, people say, why do you do it? Stop complaining about the mud and move. Well, this is our home. We don't want to move. We have a house, we have a community, we have several houses built within close proximity with family. We have Nanai's house is very close, Tata and Maricel's house is close with their children, 3 children there, including our beautiful Bibi. And then there's Lena, who lives with our beautiful Taliklik, and then there's Manorado, who lives with his 2 boys and several stepchildren, and the beautiful or handsome Balalut. So we don't want to move. We're not going to move. This is our home, and that's why we have an ongoing challenge with the mud. Well, we didn't. We hoped that we were going to be able to get away without having to get the off-road tyres, but we're not going to be able to do that. And the problem with that is that the tyres are not available at this time, and it's at this time that we need them, and they're not available at the only serious tyre shop in Taliban. So looks like we'll try maybe first of all to go to Ubay, and maybe they have them there. If not, it means going back to Tagbilaran. So how have we been doing generally with the Bongo? That's what we have. We have a Kia Bongo extended cab pickup truck. It's 4-wheel drive and has a lot of extras which we wouldn't have gotten on other surplus vehicles, because Kia seems to have quite a high specification. Central locking, air conditioning. It's an original left-hand drive, so it's not one of the converted models that you get common in the Philippines. Now when you get these conversions done, they often don't put any of the heating system back, and certainly if you wanted AC you'd have to have it done specially. In fact, if you wanted a heater, demister, you'd have to have it done specially. So what does it have? It has electric windows, it has central locking, as I think I said. In our particular case, the company had completely redone the upholstery. All of the upholstery of the interior has been redone in leather, and it's really very, very nice. And we're very, very happy with it, but we just need to get the tyres fixed up, which we'll hope to do this week. Plus, as a start to trying to handle the problem of the tunnel, which is where the little red had failed several times, and now the big blue has failed a couple of times. So we're going to have to attend to that finally, because it does look like the rains actually surprisingly are getting heavier and heavier, and they really dump the water down. So going to have to bite the bullet and get that done. But as far as the vehicle itself goes, we are really, really happy, and we can do what I stipulated as something that we needed to be able to do. We can get the whole family in one carload, probably Filipino style, okay? So if you're thinking everybody in his own seat with a safety belt on, sorry, come down to earth, get your mind back into the Philippines, and you'll know that we've probably got 15 people on the inside of the truck. So we were able to take a lot of people to church and from church on Sunday. So it performed my my Sunday driver's job, as I call it. It performed it beautifully, and everybody was very happy. A lot of people crammed it in on the inside, and then what was left over they climbed up and happily got on the truck bed. I've got somebody knocking on the door. And of course, it's Bajoy. Bajoy, what do you want? Come here. You all know Bajoy. What is it?
Amparo, yes.
Hmm?
Amparo.
Come up here. Look. You're on the video game, pulling faces. What? What do you want?
Amparo.
Ampero? What's that? Beth? What are we being told here? Beth?
Choy, anong gusto mo, anong pakay mo, Choy?
Ha?
Ano, lampara?
Hindi, ampuro.
Ampuro?
Hindi!
Ano?
Ampuro bo.
Ampuro?
Hindi!
Ano?
Well, don't get mad.
Kain na?
Di pa.
Ano?
Di pa.
Ampuro.
Pusporo?
Oo.
Posporo. He needs matches. Okay, go for it. Boy, he began to get mad there, didn't he? You need Posporo? We'll wait for them. That's matches, Posporo. Reminds me of the Walt Disney movie. Wasn't it Posporo who was the giant, the terrifying giant whale that swallowed Pinocchio's father? Well, anyway, that's all about our truck. Thanks for looking in. We're doing great. We're very grateful. Boy, life is good. Bye for now.